Next, we shift gears to a powerful technical session on From Good to Great, Digitizing End-to-End Lending for NBFCs. To deliver this, we have an industry expert, Mr. Vineet Sharma, Director Business Development, Leadsquared. Over to you, Mr. Sharma. Please give a huge round of applause.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Good morning, everyone. Uh, this is very exciting for me to stand up to this podium in front of all the dignitaries and delegates to deliver such a critical topic, which is about the whole NBFC landscape, which is right now going from good to great. And I think it is a lot of, it goes to the dignitaries and the colleagues in the industry, where I think we are seeing the most pivotal jump and the entire world is actually looking forward to what India is doing in the whole banking and financial services sector. So happy to be here. I am Vineet. I am part of Leadsquared. I am Director of Business Development. Been with this organization for good 3 years, and I can tell you, in the span of 14 years of my career, this has been the steepest learning in the last 3 years. So I move forward, and I think when we talk about, and Leadsquared is an industry agnostic platform which has now become a canvas of multiple products which help you transform and uh, realize the dreams that you draw on the whiteboard into a reality through the IT system. Now, when we do that, I think it is very important to also understand that how do we Leadsquared envisage the digital transformation, the journey. I think what we believe is that if we are able to provide value to the institutions, which are our customers, which you can see on the x-axis, automatically it will start delivering the value to the end consumers, which are the customers of your in your clientele. Now, if you look at this whole journey, obviously the value that we provide to the institutions is directly proportionate to the value that is generated to the customers, or vice versa. If our platform and product is not generating value to your customers, we are not adding any value to the institution in the first place, right? So in this whole journey, I think the whole industry started from a point where everybody was exploring digital, and I think that past is buried at least 4 or 5 years back. I think the organization started by exploring how do we collect prospects from social media, how do we set up a process which can complement and pace up to the audience which are in Gen Z or Gen X maybe back in those days. From there, I think the whole industry has moved to the next milestone, which was doing digital. So this was the era when every company had a digital transformation or digital marketing unit set up in them. That's when in the lending space we saw that digital workflows, digital KYC, instant underwriting came into existence. And that's when the next set of transformation started, where the organizations started thinking about digital in everything that they do. And that was the time when organizations started becoming digital. Now, I think most of the industry is somewhere in the milestone number 2 and milestone number 3. And obviously the tier 1s are taking league in actually thinking about a league 4. But if you look at what is becoming digital is, not just get leads from social media, not just think about instant underwriting, but to be able to automate the entire thing, and look at the entire thing in conjunction. For example, if I am running a Facebook campaign targeting, let's say, students for small ticket size personal loans, okay, what should be the next action? Should it be a call center that should speak to that student, or should it be a WhatsApp lending bot? That's when you start becoming digital. So your thought process is aligned from a journey perspective, not just from actions, tasks, or activities. So I think the next set of league is going to be when the organizations start being digital. Now, there is a very subtle difference between becoming digital and being digital. When it takes you to the stage where you start being digital, there is a hyper intelligence that comes into play. There is a lot of learning that you want to derive from the data that you already have. You will throw all the logics out of the window and you will start trusting the machine learning, the artificial intelligence, which should tell you what a human mind would have maybe not seen in depth. Now, I think Leadsquared, we are very proud that we are serving the customers in milestone number 2 and milestone number 3. Our focus in the coming years is to partner with an organizations who are actively looking forward to reach the milestone number 4. So, having said that, if I talk about today, or the whole proposition of Leadsquared, what is it that we are doing for our customers? I talked about in my first slide that value to the institutions, value to the customer. How does it translate in reality, in action? So I think, and I'm going to talk about the product portfolio in a while. So the first thing that we can do for any organization of any size is just enable you to be able to increase your customer base by giving you a facility of adding the channels on the go. So Leadsquared is not a monolithic product. It's more of a platform where adding channels, be it digital channel, be it a DSA channel, being a website, be it any campaign that you run for Diwali or New Year, anything, adding it to the whole channel, creating complementary and supplementary process, and writing workflows is super easy. So that kind of is something that we are seeing is easier said than done. Many organizations struggle to add new channels. It takes them weeks to create a strategy and a few months to for it becoming a reality in IT systems. Then our platform has a sense and perception of the customer segmentation. You can actually define buckets of the customers, and your marketing and your outreach strategies can be in accordance with the same. What it does is it kind of deepens your share in the customer wallet. And obviously the matrices that we improve in these 2-3 processes, of course, your customer acquisition growth rate. Now, every NBFC would want to continue the growth story that we have witnessed in the past 2 years, right? And for that, channel addition is very important. And I speak to many colleagues in the industry, who are on continuous brainstorming on adding new channels. And, there are many customers that I speak to who are talking about from being digital first, they are also thinking of putting a sales force on the ground, which was never the plan in 2 years, back in 2 years. So anyways, so these are the parameters. I think the way we can write cross-sell and upsell automation workflows, that kind of helps you, have more product portfolios or a more diverse portfolio in your loan book. Then obviously, I'm going to talk about the product canvas in the subsequent slide. As I said, there is an angle to all of it that if an organization is able to create a perfect symphony in your marketing campaign, in your call center, in your sales team on the ground, in your ops, in your WhatsApp, a unified journey, I think we believe that a tremendous marketing ROI can be achieved. And obviously all those matrices which are about conversion rate, about the return on the investment, all of the matrices is something that we improve while we transform the organizations from becoming digital to being digital. And then obviously we have sorry, my bad. Obviously we have a very comprehensive lending stack, a loan origination system, which kind of improves the loan book quality. We also have a collection ecosystem with us that kind of improves or reduces the delinquencies. And obviously, when you have a better LOS in the first place, I think, which is, I'm sure most of you will agree, a weak LOS is also a silent contributor to delinquencies. So combining the whole offering in one concise solution, I think these are the matrices that we improve as we work with the clients in lending space. Having said that, let me give a brief introduction about Leadsquared. I've been speaking about what we do, how do we envisage, but who are we? So 12 years old in the business, headquartered in Bangalore with more than 1,000 employees. Leadsquared is a unicorn startup. We still want to call us startup. I think that's what keeps us agile. More than 120 logos in BFSI space. As I said, we are industry agnostic, so we work with more than 2,000 clients and more than 31,000 users use Leadsquared across lending, across insurance, across banking sector, across capital markets to solve their sales, marketing, collection, and lending problems. Uh, some of the clients, as you can see at the bottom, and this is only 8 out of more than 120 plus clients. Now I'm going to talk about, what is the product canvas that kind of empowers you with so many things. I mean, where is this confidence coming from? So let me present you the product arch of Leadsquared and what all solutions we have relevant for the lending companies. So the first is a very, very robust and powerful sales automation platform, or you call it a lead management system. I think that's what we are best known in the market for at least last 10 years. Uh, it it's easier said than done, but I think the whole configurability part empowers you to add channels, which is something that I spoke about, right workflows, right automation, create task appointments which can be measured, against which the TAT can be monitored. If the TAT is breached, an escalation matrix can be written. So that's a very powerful sales automation suite that we have. The next offering is our field operations suite. It's a mobile CRM which is available across both App Store and Play Store. All the power of the first offering obviously get compressed in form of a mobile application, gets enhanced by the ability to take pictures, to take GPS location, to upload media, and you can just think about it. We can create all the tasks and appointments geo-fenced. So governance also comes into play. When your teams are on the ground, they can scan documents, we can parse the documents through OCR, and a lot of automation comes into play, right? So when I combine the first offering with the second, it's a lot of transformation that I've already talked about. And the next one is the service CRM. Once you have gotten a customer, you can serve them well. The whole ticket management orchestration happens in Leadsquared. We have one of the most agile service platform today with us. And the beauty is all the three products that I've spoken so far are natively connected. So once I am going to interact with a customer while I'm pitching him something, if there is something that sets him off, I don't need to create his existence into my ecosystem. He, as a customer or as a prospect, already exists in Leadsquared. That's the beauty. And the next part is loan original system, which I'm sure is the most relevant across all offerings for the audience here. I think what we have done is we have used the core components of our platform and created a highly, highly configurable LOS system. And the advantage of this LOS system is, I think we are one of a kind where, we have a configurable mobile app which can be used by your sales team. We have a configurable lightweight application which can be used by your DSA or referral partners. And then our web application can be used by the ops and credit team, which also utilizes, by the way, one of the best query module in your lending stack. So if you are reading, we are talking about products which are very, very complementary to each other, which kind of being natively integrated gives you the highest value, something that I spoke about in my first slide. So this is how we build value to the institutions. And of course, we have a very good marketing suite as well. So, again, this marketing suite will be natively connected to the landing journey that you are building with the customer. So imagine your marketing head, if he wants to run a campaign for Facebook, it will be taken up by the sales team and an ops team and the credit team in the same spirit and then the same plan. So that's the advantage. And I think maybe I will have to correct myself. The most relevant module is not LOS today. I think it is the collection module. Leadsquared has been able to orchestrate one of the best collection module, highly configurable, which work across your unsecured and secured lending, unsecured across movable and immovable asset. We have repossession, we have legal automation, we have automated e-signing. So there is a lot of merit in looking Leadsquared from a holistic angle, and it makes sense to the organization who have large collection teams, large auto loans on their books. But at the same time, it also makes sense for maybe smaller size of organizations who have one person who does sales and is the same person who's also doing collection. So he doesn't have to switch between personas. So this is the power that Leadsquared is bringing on the table to all the NBFCs. And I'm extremely proud of this journey that we have embarked upon in the last 3-4 years, where we have spanned across so many products in our portfolio. Uh, it is a great pleasure to be in this space. I think something that I wrote in my LinkedIn post before coming to this event, that the whole lending space right now is the most innovative, and it has become a hub for very, very rapid cross learning. So with all of these things, our conversation with our customers have gone multifold. There is a lot of change of ideas that is happening. And in this event, I and my team, which is there at the booth 3, and please visit us at booth 3, we eagerly look forward to interact with you and understand at what point in your journey there can be potential synergies between Leadsquared and your organizations. So with that, I'll take a pause. This was pleasure interacting with you. I again thank the organizers and dignitaries to give me this opportunity, and seriously looking forward to interacting with you all. Thank you so much.
Fantastic insights, Mr. Sharma. Thank you for this eye-opening session. And now I would like to invite Ms. Akanki Sharma for the Memento session. I would request both of you to please come forward. And can I have a huge round of applause once?